Now at 6, a rush to the rescue at Broward beaches today after more than 24 people, including children, had to be saved from dangerous rip currents. Tonight we know at least 4 people were taken to the hospital. CBS News Miami's Ted Scouten is your reporter live in Pompano Beach. And Ted, you spoke to someone who jumped in to help?
Yeah, there were several people who jumped in to help, but one of them here in Pompano. I wanted to tell you, though, to give you an idea of how busy they've been, since we spoke at 5, Fort Lauderdale had 24 rescues at that point. Now it's up to 29. Here in Pompano, there was 9 between Pompano Beach and Lauderdale by the sea. And if there were so many at one point that so many lifeguards were out rescuing people in the water that they had to close the beach, close the water to swimmers here and have them just stay on the sand. Let me give you an idea of what's going on. You can see back here those red flags flying. That means high hazard, so your best bet is to stay out of the water or in front of the lifeguard stand and look behind it. You can see just how rough that water is with a lot of rip currents. The search for a missing child underway when we arrived at Ocean Rescue. Luckily, the child was found safe. The concern today? Rip currents and rough seas. 9 people had to be pulled from the water in Pompano Beach and Lauderdale by the sea. 7 of them were at one location, including a father and a 6 or 7-year-old son. Everyone made it out of the water.
He was pretty exhausted, I'll tell you. It was his last leg.
Is that the father or the son?
That was the father. And he was in there longer, of course. And he was pooped, to say the least.
Peter Barnum is one of the people on shore who raced to the rescue when he heard the call for help, along with a kite surfer who charged into the water.
Was over there, and he had a vest. And he went out and got him. And then he brought him back, him, and there was another fellow with you. And we went out and met him and helped him bring him in.
Of the 9 pulled from the rough water, 4 were taken to the hospital.
One of those days that everyone's sitting on the edge of their seats.
Captain Mark Boudreau from Pompano Beach Ocean Rescue tells us there were 2 more rescues that were performed in Lauderdale by the sea. He explains what to do if you're caught in a rip current.
They want to swim out of the rip current and then into shore, parallel to shore and then into shore.
So remember, if you're caught in a rip current parallel to the shore, swim parallel to the shore and then into the shore. Otherwise, you're going to get dragged out. And again, with the red flags flying, the best idea is to stay out of the water. If you have to go in, at least go in near a lifeguard stand. Live in Pompano Beach, Ted Scouten, CBS News Miami.